Hey, I'm Zach Zalowitz, Principal of Order Management at Perficient.
And I'm Justin Racine, Principal Unified Commerce at Perficient.
Justin, NRF is going to be one of the biggest in years. We're really excited. There's a lot to cover, a lot going on. What are some things you're looking for in the coming week at NRF?
Great question, Zach. I think one of the most important things I'm interested in seeing is the blending together of the real physical world and the digital commerce world. We've talked a lot about AI, but even more so augmented reality. You have Apple Vision Pro, you have Meta's collaboration with Ray-Bans, blending together the physical world and reality that we all live in with the digital commerce experiences that we're all used to, and how those can blend together for brands in a way where maybe you're walking down the road and you're wearing your Meta sunglasses, you see a pair of shoes you want, and you just tap the sunglasses and you can add it to the cart. That'll be interesting to see how it continues to evolve for different brands moving forward.
Very cool. I love the idea of infusing AI in post-purchase. I think we're going to hear AI a lot in this coming week at NRF, but specific use cases in the post-purchase arena, staying in front of customers' expectations. We're talking to a lot of retailers at the event, what they're doing to stay competitive and ahead of the curve in that. Definitely post-purchase order execution, the infusion of AI in that arena. Moreover, I think it's going to be really interesting.
Zach, here's a question for you. I think a lot of folks over the last couple of years may have said that retail is dead, right? Everyone's buying things online, but it seems retailers are now more stronger than they have ever been previously before. What do you contribute to some of the factors with consumers still going to retailers to, buy products or pick up products? What has changed or what hasn't changed?
Yeah, you talked about the physical digital divide, the Phygital divide. Definitely, retailers are still seeing a lot of foot traffic. It's driving upwards of 80 to 85% of their revenue still. Customers want to be able to start a cart, a buying experience in one channel, finish it in another. I know a lot of the store visits we see have mobile-enabled inventory lookup, mobile-enabled ratings and reviews. That divide is getting shorter and shorter, less space between that, and tech is infusing that. But moreover, I think some of these brands, these retailers are thinking about how to define that, make it seamless using the technology, but do it in a way where you understand the customer agnostic of channel. I'm really seeing that pick up a lot more with retailers, a lot more investment coming, and I'm looking forward to hearing about that at NRF.
So here's another question for you too, Zach. I think a lot of folks during the COVID times, buy online, pick up curbside, pick up in store. Are order delivery expectations still a priority for brands as well as consumers? Or was the buy online and the different delivery and fulfillment options just something that was a fad during COVID? Is that here to stay?
Yeah, so COVID made the brands catch up with the pick up in store and curbside experience. So that was a leveling off. I think now what we're seeing is brands are moving to, at estimated delivery dates, actual dates on product display pages or as upstream in the search experience that is powered and infused by order management systems. I'm excited about that. That is the next trend that's coming. I think we're going to see a lot of retailers move to that in the coming years. Justin, I know 5 years ago, omni-channel was the buzzword. Now we hear unified commerce a lot more. And I know there's differences between the two. And in a few seconds, can you explain that to us and what you're looking for at NRF around unified commerce?
Yeah, absolutely. So omnichannel is kind of like the baby steps into unified commerce. Where unified is different than omnichannel is unified truly puts the customer at the center of everything. So within omnichannel, you might be able to go to different channels and buy things. So you might be able to go in store or go online or go to the mobile app, but those channels weren't really communicating with each other and they weren't connected, sharing preference and behavior of what a customer was actually doing. Unified commerce does all of that. It digests and ingests information from all channels, and it pivots customer experiences moving forward based upon the behaviors that we have previously. So the unified commerce approach really aims to share data and information between the different technologies and channels in a way that curates experiences for who that customer is, not necessarily who they look like.
Absolutely. You talk a lot about the pre-purchase experience, and you just mentioned a little bit about customer sentiment, preferences, a full understanding, agnostic of channel for the customers. Talk to me a little bit about pre-purchase trends that you're anticipating at NRF this year.
Yeah, I mean, some of the trends I would like to see are the ability for retailers and brands when they're looking at digital commerce experiences to give folks the option, right? If you don't want to buy, or if you do want to buy online and pick up in store, you can do so. Or maybe you just want to explore online, but then go to the retailer to actually try a pair of those shoes on, or a pair of the pants that you're seeing online. So being able to enable consumers to do what they want to do and not necessarily force them down a specific path because you feel it's the right path will be super important for brands. Giving consumers the flexibility and agility and offering them, trust in the brand to have the type of experience that they expect will be super pivotal in ensuring that they continue to exceed customer expectations, but more importantly, drive extensive customer lifetime value.
Absolutely. Justin, augmented reality, hype, or is it becoming real in the purchase experience?
Such a hard question, Zach. I'd say both. I think it's becoming a reality, pun intended, but I think a lot of brands are just starting to experiment with it, as in with anything that's happened over the previous years, right? The internet boom, TikTok is now in the marketplace space, and Instagram, you can buy things through their app as well too. And a few years back, we weren't really talking about social commerce that much. So I do think it's going to develop further. I think it's going to be pivotal that consumers actually get their hands on these devices and start to experiment with them to see where the applications are. I think this time next year, we'll be talking quite a bit more about how AR is integrated and woven into retail and digital commerce experiences.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to an exciting week with you. We'll be there Sunday to Wednesday. Look forward to talking with everyone at NRF on the expo floor. See you there.